Green, and I'm from Franklin, New Jersey.
My name is Darious Lyles, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm Nelson Cade III. I'm from Anaheim, California.
My name is Danielle, and I'm from Douglasville, Georgia.
I decided to audition for The Voice because it's something that I did like about 7 years ago, and I just thought, you know, why count myself out, and I decided to do it.
I wanted to audition for The Voice because I've seen a lot of people following their dreams, and it really inspired me to step up and follow my own dream, and it seemed very fun and like a cool show to be on, so.
My girlfriend is the one who signed me up for The Voice. She didn't tell me that this was happening. She drove me to the open call and like handed me paperwork and said, all right, go sing for these people.
So it took me a while to come back because I figured going through the first audition process, I was just focusing on other things, and I decided, you know what? When I saw the commercial, I was like, you know, let me just go ahead and do this.
Well, I auditioned for The Voice. It kind of came through people that, you know, friends and family that just kept bugging me. And I finally just said, you know what, I'm just going to do it and take that chance. You know, it's like my second time doing it. So, and it's crazy that it's, you know, my second time doing it that I'm actually this far.
So I'm a performer. I'm a classically trained pianist. I've been teaching myself how to play guitar and sing for like the last 10 years. So I've definitely been trying to get into this line of work. I just never took the initiative to, you know, go for it in that sense.
Yeah, so my hometown is Chicago, Illinois. And basically, the city is basically going to be behind me.
Okay, so I'm from Franklin, New Jersey. It's a small town. I was working as a bartender out there, and I left that all behind so I could come to LA and just do my thing out here.
My hometown is Anaheim, California, and my family, my schools, plural, my neighbors, I have a lot of people rooting for me. I was kind of like the kid who walked around with a guitar and a hat. So a lot of people would recognize me, and it's crazy. I'm looking forward to telling everybody. This is gonna be so crazy.
My hometown is very cool. I'm missing a lot of school though, but back at home, a lot of my family and my friends are rooting for me. So
my singing journey comes from when I started in church. That's my background. I started at the age of 9. And then from there, I went to vocal lessons, and, you know, I did piano, and then in college, and then I actually, you know, started doing it as a career it's been like 11 years, you know, professionally I've been doing it. And so, you know, I've just been making music, you know, just being like the best artist I can be, you know.
For this audition, I actually went to the open call. I teach vocal lessons, and one of my students was asking me for lessons because she wanted to try out for The Voice. So I was like, okay, cool. So then I was talking to my mentor because she asked me to give a lesson for free. So I was like, of course I'll do that. So then the girl had an amazing voice, and I just thought, you know, wow, she's really good. And as my mentor was thanking me for doing that for her, she's like, are you gonna audition? So I was like, I don't really know. She's like, why would you count yourself out? So I was like, you know, you're right. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. So I stood in line, and here I am.
So my singing journey is kind of like a two-parter. I've been singing as long as I can remember. I wouldn't say that I started trying to be serious about it or really get good at it until about 10 years ago.
Walking up to the stage for the blinds, I was very nervous, but actually very excited. And just going into the blind auditions, I always knew that I wanted Kelly. So it was like a dream come true to see her turn around for me. It's like a memory that I can never let go because she's just so amazing.
So I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm singing Issues by Julia Michaels, and it was just like, I'm looking at the crowd screaming, and I see the back of the chairs and all the judges, and then I hit this note, and Kelly turns around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a real moment. I'm like, what? And then I get my next turn from Nick, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And in that moment, you don't realize that you actually have to make a decision. It's like you really have to decide right then. You don't have any more time. And Kelly said something that really struck out to me. She made a comment about one of the notes that I didn't hit, and she talked about how she was an opera singer. And to me, it just really showed me how she can help me grow as a singer, because not only did she hear my mistake, but she heard how she could help me. And that's what I really want in a coach, someone that can like push me to be better, not just someone that thinks I'm great. So I'm really excited to be working with her because I feel like she can really just help me grow as an artist.
So the moment the coaches turned their chairs, I think I blacked out, I'm gonna be honest. I think I saw John turn. I didn't see Kelly turn at first, but that's until I came to. And initially, before I went on stage, I knew that if John turned first, he would be my first choice.
When the coaches turned, I blacked out when I was performing. I remember I remember walking up the stairs. I remember going to the middle of the stage. I remember breathing into the microphone, and then lights on, you start singing, and I'm gone. I'm in the zone.
Yeah, so my coach is a good fit for me because it's kind of similar because he's an artist and I'm an artist. And at the time that I started, I think that I was trying to find myself, vocally. And, Jonas said in a few interviews, at the time that he started, he was still trying to find himself. And, he knows what it's like to really start at a certain point as a debut and then get better. That's what I'm trying to do, and I think he'll understand me from that standpoint. From the few times that I've been with John, I think that I've learned how to make important decisions in seconds when it comes to singing, when it comes to doing, certain notes. Just making up your mind what you really want to do and practice it, And it's within seconds, We were rehearsing, and he's just like, okay, change this. And it was only seconds. He didn't take a minute or two to figure it out. He just figured it out right then and there.
Whew, I feel like John Legend is a good fit because, one, we're both pianists. Two, he is capable of a lot of different genres of music. And that's the kind of musician that I want to be. I want to be able to exist in every lane. I want to be able to write. I want to be able to compose. I want to be able to arrange. And he can teach me all of that.
I think Kelly's a good fit for me because our personalities match a little bit, because she's like very outgoing and goofy, and I like to see myself that way as well.
Where is the buzz? Oh, where is the buzz? You said was mine.
Where is the buzz?